The Federal Polytechnic Ilaro, now Federal University of Technology Ilaro, is ensuring that the certificate issued at the end of each academic session to students rank among the best globally. Evidence of this abound in the quality of policies, strategies, and supervision of academic activities, particularly the examinations. The second semester examination is already ongoing, and the Chairman Examination Committee, Surveyor Adebayo Adedokun, says the smooth run of the exercise is a product of careful planning and support of management and staff of the institution.
Before now, the invigilators and supervisors are expected to be here latest 8:30. They are expected to come here to come and pick exam materials latest 8:30. So we have actually prepared our mind that this time around, all the materials must be ready before 8 o'clock. And to God be the glory, we have been able to achieve that. So the invigilators and supervisors are able to collect all the exam materials by 8, latest 8:10. What that means in essence is that they are all at the examination venue. So we are able to ensure that the student has been able to settle down for the examination far ahead 9 o'clock that they are expected to start the examination. What we did was that those that are concerned with the preparation of the examination, we started the planning far long before now. So all our materials are ready, the sitting arrangements are ready, the seat number are ready. You can see yourself. So, and all our materials are ready as at 20, so it makes it easier for us.
As early as 8 in the morning, invigilators were already collecting question papers and the answer booklets for the examination schedule for 9 at various halls. The management equally deployed its luxury buses to bring students into the examination arena free of charge to lessen the burden of transportation challenges. The various examination halls were full of activities, most prominently the admission of students into their seats using the Python code system.
All the Python sitting arrangement adopted, it has drastically improved better. Now we have students writing different courses, about 5 courses at the same time in this hall. And if I can go further by reading the names of here, we have industrial safety law. Here we have introduction to biopsychology and statistical theory 1, agric biochemistry, and indigenous language 2. That's about 5 courses at the same time. And the sitting arrangement have been so perfect that allows students from different departments sitting together without conflicting or without engaging in malpractice. I can tell you categorically that the Python sitting arrangement is effective.
I took my time to go into the halls. I went to check to see the improvement on the Python code that we have been using. Now that we are having new halls added to the institution, and also we have new programs added to the institution, so we've been able to improve on it to the level that each student, before coming to the hall, we know their seat number, we know their hall, and also we've been able to capture the new halls that have been added, and also we have done it in such a way that the Python code itself will generate attendance sheet for every student writing the exam.
Examination centers were being policed by security staff of the institution to prevent any form of breakdown of law and order. Dr. Babatunde Jesushina, the medical director of the medical center at the institution, explains that the health care services for students and staff during the examination is also guaranteed.
If there's something that I feel stands Federal Polytechnic Ilaro out, I think it should be the only institution that I know that runs ambulance services during exams. What I mean is taking the ambulance to where the students are writing exams, so that in case there's any emergency, at least they can also be attended to. This is something I know I never enjoyed while as a student. I mean, nobody is there to give you any ambulance and every other thing. And also we have a dedicated room very close to their exam hall, so that we have people, instead of bringing them to the clinic, so that there will not be loss of time in the exam. So that's what and the ambulance is well equipped. We have medical personnel that are there, and also fine for all the room is also well equipped. So we are well prepared as usual for the exams, knowing fully well this is not our first time. So it's something we've perfected over time.
You're saying this is a policy arrangement, not an impromptu thing?
No, it has been the policy arrangement. I mean, I even met on ground, even by the time I joined the institution. So it has been part. The only one we added is to have a room, an outpatient room, very close to where they are writing their exams, so that instead of bringing them to the medical center, they could be taken care of there, except it's a serious emergency. That's when they come to the medical center.
He also allays the fear of students whose ill health will not allow them to continue with the examination.
Exam is a period that is very important to your future, to your destiny as a student, and so because of that, I normally advise them you must be at your best health-wise when facing exams. I mean, it's the best time to make sure you eat before coming for exams. That's not a time to fast when you want to come for exams. Then you must also, if let's say you know you normally fall sick, you must have prepared yourself, treat yourself. I have some cases in which you know you are sick on Friday and the exam is starting on Monday. You should make sure you have gotten yourself well treated. And also for our invigilators, because one, it will not be funny if the invigilators should slump. They should also eat, get themselves well prepared. I mean, because at times we concentrate more on the students, forgetting that at times the invigilators also need to also be fit for the exam. And eating fine is very, very good. You don't have to eat too much. I mean, too much, because if you eat too much, scientifically, the blood supply will go straight to your stomach to digest the food, and the little blood supply to your brain may not allow you to think very well. That's why they call it breakfast. It should not be pounded yam and all those heavy food, so that you can think well and every other thing. So with that, I feel both the students and the people in charge of invigilation, they will be able to cope very well. We know exams there's so much of our resources that we go go down the drain during exams. So we also conserve our resources for exams. It's like a marathon. I mean, what you do in a marathon is that, okay, at the beginning of the marathon, you exert your energy, but you have to conserve it till the final lap of the marathon. So that's what we do really here. At the beginning of the exam, the semester, they have all their drugs. When we are getting to exam, we also need to conserve our drugs, because students could use exam as a flashpoint, maybe for riots and every other thing. So we have enough resources, and thank God the second semester, knowing fully that after the second semester that's the end for the session. So we have enough drugs for them throughout the exam period, and even for the people that may be waiting behind to round up their projects.